So my job on FC26 is to analyze gameplay, a lot of FC26 gameplay. And I have seen these three common dribbling mistakes. Guys, the first one is not knowing when to hold R1 or tap R1. There are different situations which require you to sometimes hold R1 and the others require you to just tap R1, right? And not knowing when to do either of these can kill your dribbling, because R1 dribbling is really common on FC26 and you want to know when to hold R1, when to tap R1. We also want to pay attention to the first touch. If your first touch isn't good, you won't be able to set up your dribble. This is why it is important to almost take the first touch towards the empty space. So many of you are still pointing the left stick randomly. Whenever the ball is coming towards you, look up and see where the space is, take the touch in that space and then R1 dribble into that space, okay? Now, this is what happens when you hold R1, okay? See, I'm holding R1. The ball is going away from my feet when I hold it far too long. This is me tapping R1, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, let go. See, you only want to hold R1 when you have space in front of you, a lot of space, okay? Especially on top of the box when we are dribbling, right? Often when we receive the ball from a recycle, we have this kind of space. If you have the space like this in front of you and the defender is towards your left or right, let's imagine Mbappe is the defender, okay? Where is the space? Down. So in this case, I can R1 dribble here because the defender is further away from me. If the defender is near you and there are more players covering the player who's on the ball, in that scenario, you want to just tap R1 for 1 or 2 touches, 1, 2, and then take a ball contact again, because when you hold R1 for far too long, you see the ball contacts get lesser and the ball contact is heavier. Instead, we want to make sure that the ball stays close to our feet. Whenever the ball is closer to your feet, it will be way harder for the opponent to get the ball from you. This is why R1, he comes close, you let go of R1 and just hold left stick. Okay, so R1, opponent comes close, you let go of R1, hold left stick. Because I use R1 for momentum, he comes close, R1, momentum comes close, I let go of R1 and left stick dribble. You can see it. I always dribble like this in the game, right? You don't want to spam left stick dribbling, you don't want to spam R1 dribbling. Rather find a balance between these two dribbling styles. Now let me show you the second mistake which almost everyone is making, but before I do that, here is something I want you to know. If you are tired of watching tutorials, grinding division rivals and still feeling stuck, my school community is where you finally break that cycle. This isn't a Discord group. This isn't just a bunch of random tips. This is structured improvement built by someone who actually coaches players at every level, from beginners to pro players at the World Cup. Inside the community, you get weekly group coaching calls, a complete classroom system, a private community, and access to my coaching philosophy. If you want real progress, this is where you become the player you actually want to be. You have watched my videos, you know the level of detail I bring. School is where I can finally teach you properly. If you are ready to stop guessing and start growing. The second mistake is not realizing left stick dribbling is used to set up passes and shots. Left stick dribbling necessarily doesn't have to be used in order to beat players like prime Lionel Messi. I often repeat it. So left stick dribbling is supposed to help you set up shots and passes, right? There is a rule of passing. Why am I talking about passing in a dribbling video? Because everything goes hand in hand on FC26. We always want to pass the ball in the direction we are facing. I am facing straight, right? So for example, if I am facing down, Vinicius is up, I'll use my left stick, turn towards him, then pass. This is the correct way of passing. Left stick dribbling allows me to do that. I use left stick dribbling to set up first touches towards the empty space. If you are just conscious of your first touch, for the next 5 games, just focus on where you are taking your first touch with the left stick. You will see how many goals you will score and how easily you will be able to find spaces in this game. Third, and the biggest mistake you guys are making is not understanding the tempo. Whenever we are dribbling, we have a tempo. Right now, I am using caressing technique, which means I cannot hear the clicking sound of the left stick. I'm just moving it gently, okay? I'm having a slower tempo. Now I'm doing R1 dribbling, I am having a higher tempo. Now I'm sprinting, the tempo is really high, but also the risk is high of losing the ball. At the same time, this is L1 R1 dribbling, where you tap L1 and then exit in the other direction with R1. So if I tap L1 up, I go down with R1. This dribbling technique I've shown you guys many times on my channel as well. All of these help us dictate the tempo of our dribbling. If you were to dribble in a predictable tempo, like if you're just holding R1 going straight like a dummy, guys, it's very easy to tackle you. If you're just, spinning around in circle with no thought, it is very easy for the opponent to tackle you. And see, there is a speed boost you can do with R1 as well. For example, if I'm on the byline, stop, here, R1 like this. Use L1 to stop and then R1 down. L1 to stop, R1 down. L1 to stop, R1 down. This is what it is change of tempo. Whenever we stop in the game, we change our tempo. Similarly, whenever we are left stick dribbling, the opponent comes close, he gets baited, we can exploit the space he has given us by using a change in tempo by using R1 dribbling. Similarly, now if I talk about L1 R1 dribbling, see what happens. I'm dribbling, slow, 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 quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow, quick. This is the change of tempo you need when you are dribbling in this game. If you were to just dribble slowly or just dribble quickly with R1, you won't be able to dribble like a pro. Here's a bonus tip, guys. You want to dribble in zigzag motions. This is zigzag dribbling. Until and unless you are using zigzag dribbling, you will not have a lot of success. Stop dribbling in straight lines. This is a straight line. Rather dribble zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. This is zigzag dribbling, and you can tap R1 while zigzag dribbling as well. Now check this video out here to learn how to defend against such players.